Okay guys, so just a quick run through on the details I know about the bag, because I've had to translate it from Polish, and you know, it is what it is, isn't it? But it's described as being a PVC polyester. It sort of looks very similar to the Oxford Aqua T50 bag in terms of material. It's a 50 litre bag, which is expandable out to 60 litres. This one is full of my camping gear. There's just the regular camping gear I take, and what you see in front of you is 50 litres worth used up, or not quite used up actually, because there is a bit of gap, but the Aqua T50 was 50 litre. It was reasonably full with all my gear, and I'll show you the gear that's in there in a minute. But it's so it's just decanted from the Aqua bag to this bag. So I know from the space I've got there that there is another 10 litres of space, which is going to be on the top, and so that would take it up to a 60 litre bag. It's got taped seams rather than welded seams, but I've got no reason to doubt that this will be a waterproof bag. As a double insurance, it has a lining bag which is waterproof as well. Optional extras on it with the Cordura bottom of the legs. So what you see in front of you at the bottom there with the 21 Brothers logo on, that's Cordura, and the idea there is that it actually gives you a little bit extra protection from ripping the vinyl, especially low down if you're off-road. Vinyl will rip quite easily, and then you can just fix it easy enough, but that Cordura is just to you know, alleviate the damage it could cause when you go off-road. Also, I asked for extra tie-down points, which you can see in front of you now. There's 4 on either side. Those tie-down points are for just strapping anything you want to it. 21 Brothers actually make bag-specific bags. That sounds stupid, that, doesn't it? But they make specific bags to tie down to these points, but I didn't see the need to buy them. I'm not so sure I'd even need to put anything else on, but if I do, you'd be able to strap anything to those tie-down points. And the other extra that I ordered when I ordered the bag is, if you can see that, these are bottle bags. They're 1.5 litres on either side, waterproof, and although they actually call them bottle bags, I think you can see it better at this side, they can be used for anything. So that's giving you another sort of, when they say 1.5 litre bottles, to be honest with you, they are slightly bigger than that. So it's giving you at least an extra 3 litres of space, and it's primarily designed for putting extra water and fuel in if you're going off-road or on a location where there isn't as much fuel capacity. So they were an optional extra, with the tie-down points and the Cordura bottoms to the legs. All in all, the bike has performed really well with its test ride. Even though it's carrying the same weight and as the Aqua T50, it does feel a little bit more planted than the Aqua T50, and that'll be absolutely down to carrying the heavier weight in the bottom legs that hang down below the seat. You can see from the curvature of the horseshoe that it sits quite neatly on the pillion seat, leaving the full rider's seat available for sliding back and forth. It has 4 strapping points at the front, and it's duplicated either side. It has a strapping point coming down from the bag down, for me, down to a D-ring fitted here, and that works perfect. That's brilliant. Equally, it would fit nicely to your foot pegs if you've still got your foot pegs. one question I was asked was how it would fit with the Rally Raid soft pannier racks, and it fits perfect. It'll equally fit perfect up to the bike, but of course you'll have the grab rail, and the grab rail would probably hold it off like it does now, but it fits really nice, and it's really sturdy on the bike. I'm very happy with this. I'm happy with the way it's actually fitted on the bike, happy with the performance of the bike when I'm riding it, and I've had a bit of mixed riding today. Other things to talk about before I show you inside the bag was maybe the price at the moment, and this is 2020 prices. The basic price of the bag is 204 euros. With the extras, which are the 2 bottle holders and the 8 mounting points on the top and the Cordura bottoms, you're looking at a total price and delivered from Poland to the UK of 279. So in all, with the delivery and the optional extras, it sits at 279 euros. Sometimes when you look at the pictures, it looks quite big, but actually, in truth, when you actually get up close to it, and maybe at this angle you can see, it isn't, and it just fits nicely. It's no wider than the handlebars, so you're maintaining that sort of width on your handlebars. And I've got to say, I'm extremely pleased with it. So I'm just going to open the bag up now. It's got 2 side catches that hold the roll-up part of the bag in place. So now they're released. What we then do is undo the buckles, which is a one-handed job, isn't easy. Let's just, there we go, like that. So once you've undone the 2 buckles, the bag will then roll out, or the roll top will roll out, so we can get into it. So now the 2 buckles on the side are released, the 2 buckles going over the top have been released, and we can now open the actual bag. So what we've got now is access to the inside the bag. As you'll see from the inner material, which is waterproof. I can tell it's that vinyl. It's orange, so it's brighter, so you can see in there, the light gets reflected a bit more. So I'm going to take the gear out so you can just see what's gone in. So I've got my MSR Elixir 2 tent. I do have a smaller tent, which would mean there's bags of room inside, but the MSR Elixir tent. That's a lamp for the inside the tent, pack light, Nova Luminade lamp. I got just a pair of cheap shoes that I take with me, a pair of flip-flops. So what I've got now on this side, in the leg, I've got some basic camping cookware. Toilet bag, which is bigger than I've used previously, but it's got the towel in as well, so it's my complete toiletries and towel. This lightweight waterproof bag has all my clothes in for 2 or 3 days to 2 or 3 months. I've done another video where I talk about what goes in there, but it's basically 2 or 3 of everything, just to give you the ability to have a change for a couple of days, wash, and then carry on. Yeah, so that has come out of the side leg. The shoes and flip-flops were at the front of the bag, but low down, as was the Luminade lamp. So on the left hand side, another little lightweight waterproof bag. And the idea behind these are that, you know, if you get there in the rain and you don't want to take this bag off, you can just get these out, lob them in your tent, and it just keeps them tidy. So that is a jet boil with basics for drinking. So it's got the jet boil with the gas canister and everything that goes with that, and then it's got some coffee sachets, some tea bags, a spork just to do the stirring. So effectively you can take that out and make a brew. Oh, hot chocolate. I rather like hot chocolate. So that is your brew kit. And obviously the other bag I took out, which is just a basic clear plastic one, that's got my water carrier in, it's got a dish in, it's got my coffee, flat pack coffee, which has fresh coffee in, or you replace it with coffee of your own choice, and it's got some cutlery in there too. I haven't got any food on the bike, but I wouldn't take much food. I'd just get it as I go along. Sometimes I'll just put in some very basic stuff, and all I'll do there is just put them in another clear bag, and that'll just sit in the top. Also in the left leg is just this little Mac in a sack. It's actually a down jacket, so it's just a warm jacket in the event that I need one. I've been thinking I should get a compression bag to take that down even smaller, but anyway, it's not too bad as it is. So this bag is an X-Bed pump bag. So it actually assists in blowing up the airbed with this nozzle that actually attaches into the airbed, and you use the bag as an inflation bag. But it's dry bag as well, so I'm using it just to carry effectively the bedding, and I have the chair in there, the Helinox chair. Just a basic, cheap, lightweight summer sleeping bag, and my sleep kit, which is in that bag is the Trekology Aluft UL80 sleep mat and the Trekology small pillow. And I always carry a proper pillowcase just to make it nice and fresh for sleeping on. So, that's the bag emptied now, and you've seen there, without having to take the bag off, everything is so accessible. I'm doing it from this level just so I can talk to you, but to be honest, stood up, it's even easier because you're just stuffing things in. So guys, that's my camping kit. The only thing that I haven't put in that I would normally carry is just a few little bits, like some fresh coffee, some dried pasta, and just in case I need to cook because I can't get anywhere, I can't buy anything. But of course they don't take much room up, and I just do them in those big plastic bags, so they sort of flat pack. So the last thing to show you is these little bags, these water carrier bags, which I'm not carrying water in them, but they're designed for water or fuel. Yeah, so that's velcroed together, and then just like the bag is rolled over. And what I've just put in there for now is some waterproofs. But it's by no means full. And in this side, in that side, I've just got a water bottle just to pack it out, really. One of those, is it SIG water bottles? And it's it's still got space. They're both 1.5 litre anyway. So yeah, guys, yeah, really happy with that, and hopefully that's helpful. It's a little bit bitty trying to film on the move like this, but I hope that does help to get a better idea for how the bags are. If you've got any questions, just drop me a message, and I'll try and answer them best I can anyway. So guys, that's the 21 Brothers bag packed up again. It took probably about 3 minutes to stuff everything in and strap down. Bearing in mind, I didn't undo all the straps. I just did the straps that to access the inside of the bag. So if you leave the bag on, packing in the morning to leave your campsite, it's certainly going to take no more than 5 minutes to pack and tension and make sure it's all right to go. Just to give you an idea of where the weight proportion is on the bag, the two legs, the legs either side are sitting roughly at about 3.5 kilogram. So you've got 7 kilogram in the lower portion, that's the legs, and you've got the tent is 2.7 kilogram, and the other bits and pieces are going to be probably no more than 1.5, maybe 1.2, 1.5, something like that. So really what we're looking at there is about, well, it is 7 kilo, because I weighed that before we came out. You've got 7 kilogram in the legs, and you've got about 4 kilogram sitting in the top part. The tent I've got is a 2-man tent. It's quite a big tent, Elixir 2, the MSR Elixir 2. I've also got a smaller tent, which is a single-man tent, and it takes up half the space. There is room to put more stuff in there, but you can also strap other bags to the top of it. And if you had a rack on the back, you could strap something else on the back. Plenty of room on the seat. The weight is made a big difference. Even though the Aqua T50 was fine, I've noticed the difference now having this bag that's carrying the weight a bit lower down. So to be fair, guys, I think this is a good bag. Obviously I can't test it for waterproofness because the weather's beautiful this evening, but the next time I do have it out in the rain, I'll be able to see how it holds up. For now, I'm very impressed with it, and really pleased that I've invested in the bag. I'll still use the Aqua T50 on occasions, but this will become the travel bag for me for doing the longer distance travelling. So thanks for watching, and I hope that's been useful. Got any questions, just message me. I'll try and answer them. There's fairly limited information on the website, at least it's all in Polish, so you've got to copy, paste and translate. But really everything I've told you up to date with showing you the bag is about right for what you would need to know. But do your own homework. I'm pleased with it, and it should do me well in the future. Thanks, guys.